Hi everybody, welcome to Wendy's Decorium. I've got this mould out. I'm sure we've all, well, a lot of us have got this mould. I've used it a couple of times before. It always comes out lovely in eco resin. I'm going to be using epoxy resin today, but also UV resin, because I bought these neon nail powders from eBay, I think. Yeah, it was eBay. Very reasonable, weren't expensive at all. And I'm going to be popping these in UV resin, and I'm going to be making a design on there, and then hopefully backing it in black, you know, to make the colours pop. So I thought I'd do that. I've got a design in mind. I was thinking, like, you know, the dots, like a mandala. We'll see how we go, shall we? I'll get everything ready and then we can start. The UV resin I'm using is a jDiction High Gloss. I'm just going to pop a bit in here. Don't want a great lot. I think that will be plenty. And all I've got to do is decide which colour I'm going to be using first. And I think I'm going to put, I'm going to do the outside first. Perhaps we need a bit more resin. Let's get some more in there. I don't know how long it's going to last if I just use a little bit. Right, I've got a dotting tool as well, and I am going to start with white, if I can ever get the lid off. We'll start with yellow because I can't get the lid off. I've practiced, well, not practiced, I've used these powders this morning, and I've used them in, you know, the jewellery mould, the big one that's got all the different shapes in. I've used it in that just to see what they come out like. So I'm just going to pop a bit in there. I don't think it'll need a great lot. Put the lid on before my old craft room's neon. And all I'm going to do is, once I've mixed it, this perhaps wasn't the best tool for mixing it in, but we'll see. Very, very grainy. It's not like mica powder, so it's going to take a bit more mixing, I think. Right. Yeah, very grainy. Scrape around them sides. Don't know if you can see that. I might just leave it for 5 minutes and then stir it again. Okay, I've mixed up another colour. All I'm going to be doing now is changing the colours, putting more dots on, some smaller, some bigger, and leftovers I'm putting in these this mould here. So I'm going to leave you with some music while I do all this. Right, I've got some resin mixed up. Don't know whether it's going to be enough, but we will make some more if we have to. Black pigment paste. Sorry, excuse my arm. Give it a bit of a stir. Tends to settle pigment paste, so you're always better stirring it before you start. We're not going to need a great lot. I'll scrape most of it off. There we go. Mix that in well. And all I'm going to do with this black, this is why I only wanted a little bit, is I'm just going to go around the rim. Something on it there. This mould has only ever been used for aqua cast. Looks like I've got a bit of dried in there. There we go. Let me just get that out. Get a wipe if I can. Don't want any aqua cast in it, do we? There we go. I thought it was on the outside, but never mind. Let's give it a dry. We don't want any wet. Right, and all I'm going to do is pour the black in just around the rim. Oh, I might just have made enough up. There's a surprise. We'll pop a bit of isopropyl alcohol on it, and we'll just leave it to cure. It's been 24 hours and this is cured now, but I've changed my mind as usual. I was going to put a clear coat over it just to encase them, and I've decided, I was thinking about it last night, you'd see it from the side of the dish, you'd see a line of clear. I didn't want that, so I'm just gonna coat it all in black. Yes, I could have done it all at the same time, but I hadn't thought about it. I did have a plan, and now it's a different one. Right, so I've mixed up black, same resin as before, jDiction, and off we go. 24 hours later, I'm ready for demold. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, I hope it's alright. I really do. I had high hopes for these neon powders. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, I like it. I like it. Needs a bit of trimming up on the outside there. Oh, I do. Wow, fancy that. Not made that very central, have I? I will do it again. Use a different mould probably next time and be a bit more careful about my circles. It just needs a top coat, a very, very thin top coat. Obviously, I still want to keep all this rim, so we'll get some resin mixed up and do a top coat. Right, I mixed up a little bit of resin and I'm just going to give it a top coat. Please excuse the shadows, it's quite late at night here, and again I've forgotten the ring light. Got a brain like a sieve, what can I say? I only want it very, very thin. I still want it to be a tray. So let's try not to put too much in. That might be enough. That might be too much. We'll see. I'm just going to give it a hand up to the edge. In fact, I think I'll do it this way. Ooh. Might be a bit too much, that. Let's take a bit out and see if it levels. I've got it on a leveling table and a heat mat at the moment, but we shall see. Right. going to close up. Yeah, that might be fine. Right, isopropyl alcohol, pop those horrible bubbles. And I'll babysit this for a while and I'll be back for demould. Okay, I left this overnight. I forgot to turn my heat mat off. Dozy duck. It's come out really, really lovely. The dot's not perfect, like I said, but for a first attempt, that is, I just love it. I think it's great. I'm going to cover it with a coat backing or maybe some felt. And the leftover UV, I made these. Need a back coat, I think. Oh, they're going on, you know, the phone socket things that you put your fingers on. I'm not swearing at you, I promise. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bit of a time consuming, well, for me, not for you. It took me about an hour, I'd say, to do them dots. But well worth it. I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll leave you some photos at the end and I'll see you next time. Bye.